Hey guys, Joe Deary, Powerful Improvements, Putnam, Connecticut. It is about 7:30 in the morning, still a little cold out here. And I'm out here getting some shock transferred up onto my truck. I've got some dead stuff. Well, hopefully it's not entirely dead, I shouldn't say that. This is 15 gallons of straight shock that was left over from the fall from me. So it's been sitting for several months. I'm gonna transfer that up into the batch tank today. I've got a pretty nasty deck to wash out in the woods. So I'm going to use this as a pre-treat, and we're going to see how much life that shock has left in it. I'm sure it's enough to work on this deck. I can't say I'd use it for much else, but we're going to use it up. I do have some other chemical still laying over here, which I'm going to use probably after this to try to use up. I've got 30 gallons of leftover roof wash from last year. You know, so of course that's lost some potency, etc. But I'm hoping it's probably at least 2%, so we can use it for something, for pre-treating and whatnot. And then I got some empty barrels to work with. So that's what I'm doing right now, and we'll catch you guys on the job in a few. All right, I'm out here on the rig, all set up, ready to go. I gave Patrick the day off today. He's been working hard. He's gonna hang out with his grandfather for the day. And I got Ruby back there, sleeping on the sunny side of the truck. And I'm at this beautiful property today out in Pomfret, Connecticut. Gorgeous, gorgeous property. This is one of my annuals. I do gutters here every year, twice a year. And I washed this house once so far with a little bit of spot treatment today. You can see I'm set up over here by this chimney. And on this chimney, I have a fire escape, or access anyway, to the third window with this iron rebar. You can see it in there. Okay, and this seems to have made some dripping on the siding here. This looks like iron staining to me, right about to where that ladder stabilizer is, all the way down. So I've got some F9 Barc in a spray bottle. This is hardy board, and the lady had a little sample which she brought me, so I did a little test hit on it. I'm just going to spray right here and see what that does real quick. If that's going to take that off, I'm going to hit this whole area. This F9 works pretty fast when it works. So I'm gonna leave that set up for a minute. I'm gonna get my water going so I can rinse this. Okay, this seems to have improved. So I just wet this whole area. That's what's recommended with the F9, you pre-wet. And I'm gonna go up and spray this from the top down and let it dwell for a good 5 minutes, and we'll see what we get. That's the worst spot right there. And it's working really well so far, and as it turns out, I can hit where I need to right with the spray bottle from the ground. This is one of those Zet bottles from Lowe's. Nothing special, but F9's working real well, and that's probably more than enough. I'm gonna let that hang out for a few minutes. It's nearly resolved it already. I'm also washing this garage over here. So I'm gonna go get that soaped up real quick, come back, rinse this, rinse that, and be out. It helps quite a bit when you hook your hose up to your injector. That'll make a big difference. Now I have soap, there we go. Beautiful. Just gonna hit this real quick over here. A little bit of black mold on this hardy board. Nothing to be afraid of with hardy board. Just treat everything the same way. Nice and gentle with your house wash. In that 1% range. For me, this is what works. I'll tell you guys again, these videos are not meant to be instructional. I'm just showing you what I'm doing and what's working for me. All right, now we're back over here at the iron. I just gave that a quick rinse. That was the worst area, and it's just completely gone. Beautiful. With the Flow Pro remote enacted, I'm rinsing straight through the DN10, not through my injector. And this thing flows like a waterfall. This 5.5 is a rinsing machine. Loving this thing. It's making my life much easier. Nice flow. All right, I'm on job number 2. Client was here the whole time. I just left, I just finished up, but I did this little ranch down here. There's decking all over the place, and that's what I used that hot batch mix that I made earlier. I get all done the decking. He comes out and he says, hey, you think you could blow off my roof? There's a bunch of debris on the roof and stuff. And I was like, oh man, I already did your decks. It's gonna get all over. He's like, can you do it? I said, okay. So I upcharged him kind of heavy, and I had to do the decking all again. So that's aggravating to me. I don't like doing things twice. I should have talked to him about it before I get started on the job. But just finishing up, gonna wrap things up, and then I'm trying to go have some lunch and get job number 3 on the books. All right, I'm set up on job number 3, all by myself today. And this house is very dirty. You can see it's very dark in there. This end over here behind the truck is filthy. And this house sits on the edge of a field, and the wind is coming up the back over here quite a bit, so I might have to do a little bit of ladder work. The wind is blowing right towards me, so we're gonna see how much it's gonna blow back in my face. But I'm gonna start, I usually start on the far side. I'm actually gonna start on this side. I'm gonna hit these dormers. I'm gonna hit this, all this dark side. Then I'm gonna work my way around the back to the end. And then I'm gonna come back this way. So this is gonna dwell the whole time. And I'm hoping that makes my life easy. I'm also gonna get a couple photos here. And when I get back to this side, I may do a quick time lapse here just for fun. All right, that came out beautiful. So now I'm off to the back side, which is the sunny side, but this house has been neglected. Even though it's sunny over here, we got a lot of black on the under lip. Don't know if you can see that or not in the sun. There's a lot of algae on the underneath of this. So I'm gonna give this a good soaping and try to keep it wet so it doesn't dry in the sun. All right, I'm on the chimney end, last side. Headphones on, head down, cranking. All right, that's it. That one took me hour, 10 minutes. I'm done for the day. I'm gonna go home, have some lunch, hang out with my wife for a while. I got 3 big projects tomorrow, and I'm good. I'm gonna take a little break. It's a beautiful day, and spend a little time with the family. You guys, will catch you tomorrow. Thanks for coming along for the ride. I put out that sign and washed that house the other day. Neighbor called, I washed this house, now I have a sign here. So yard signs work, buddy.